Welcome to another episode of Marvel Ultimate Alliance. It's part 12, and we'll be cleaning house with just about what's left of Atlantis. Atlantis will conclude in part 13 because the boss of Atlantis... No, I'm not talking about Attuma and Tiger Shark. We're dealing with them this part. But the boss of Atlantis is actually pretty damn long. So, yeah. The conclusion of Atlantis is going to be in part 13. Although, I would have actually made things a little bit longer had it not been for the fact that I would be afraid that my computer would blue screen like it did in part 11. That was rather annoying, and I definitely had to use some antivirus software to make sure it didn't happen again. So, yeah. Anyway, the next portion of this room is going to have to involve pearls. Now, you saw that pearl being taken at the beginning, more along the lines of at the end of the last part, the beginning of this portion of the stage. Attuma and Tiger Shark took the pearl that you need actually to get to them.
Indeed.
There are 3 pearls that you need to get to. I'll show you how to get to them all. And by the way, remember when I mentioned about there's bottomless pits in Atlantis? We're at that section, so bear that in mind.
I will be the ruler of Atlantis.
Anyway,
don't worry about these
Attuma and Tiger Shark are gloating about the fact that they have full control over Atlantis for the time being. Oh wait, they actually put the orb right where it needs to be. But in any case, let's go beat these guys up.
I've located the trespassers.
I mean, you could take the orb if you want to, but you get to beat up some soldiers with enhanced speed.
All right.
Now then, we're gonna need to snag this orb so we can open up the 2 doors needed in order for us to go any further. Now, in case you're wondering that you could actually put the orb back to where Attuma first took it, you can't. I'm about to show you that. I mean, there's going to be a lot of people who made that mistake. Oh, yeah, and by the way, the walls here, the coral reef, they're destructible, so use those to your advantage, because the coral reef will actually drop some items and some health. And by items, I mean coins. I don't mean like actual power-up items, but still.
I like this.
So this is the altar where the orb was first taken. Now that we have the orb, I mean the door is still going to be open regardless. But you're going to need to use the orb to, if I'm not mistaken, proceed further and opening up the 2 doors that's there. So yeah, you will need that orb, so we're going to put that orb right here and get ambushed by Atlanteans. Because why the hell not? These guys hate our guts anyway. It goes without saying. So, seeing as how these guys are going to be grounded for the most part, make sure you use Luke Cage's Earthquake, because I think he just learned it just recently. Sure would have been helpful in the last part, considering the fact that I almost... Well, actually, no. Luke Cage did get killed. Now, if I'd have had that Earthquake, things would have been a lot different. Luke Cage would have been alive, as would have Iron Man. Oh, and now we're going to have to go to the bottomless pit. Or, should I say, swim across the bottomless pit.
That must have hurt real
For
bad.
any reason you accidentally fall in that bottomless pit, you're just going to have to wait until your teammates respawn. Because your teammates will foolishly fall into the pit if they follow you. Now, since there's nothing on the sides, just go across to the next area. And, oh, wait, I forgot that guy was there. But be careful, these guys can actually throw you into the bottomless pit. So, you might want to be careful on that note. So now we just need to swim to the next pearl, and that's going to be our way in. But first, let's beat up some more Atlanteans. Because they do deserve a bitch smacking or two. I mean, they're pretty much almost as bad as the original Aquaman's Atlantis. At least those guys are friendly. Well, that is until you take advantage of them like Wonder Woman did. Anyway, we're taking this pearl, and we're gonna take the comic book that happens to be right over here. I mean, these comic books, I mean, they're good for experience points, but quite frankly, all they're doing is giving you concept art. And that's basically all these books are, giving you concept art for the game. I mean, concept arts for the game. So, that takes care of the pearls. All that's left is for us to deal with Attuma himself. But first, we are going to backtrack to see if there's anything else here, and I don't think there is. We don't need anything else here. I thought there would be like a comic book mission here, but unfortunately not. So instead, we're going to go back and we're going to save, because we're at the point where we've got a boss battle, and then we've got ourselves, well, another boss battle. Huh, who knew Luke Cage's ability is actually useful at a time like this? But the upcoming boss battle, it may be somewhat useful. Somewhat. So, with that said, let's head to the double doors and give Tiger Shark and Attuma a double-decker sandwich. Because by God, those guys deserve it. Let's see, is there anything else that needs to be said? Oh yeah, I managed to actually gain up enough coins to strengthen the defense of Iron Man, of Luke Cage, and also of Deadpool as well as Captain America. However, I was checking to see if I actually earned reputation points, and apparently, there it is right here. I did, but I can't put them on just yet. Not until I deal with these guys. So again, I called this group temporarily the B team, but you could add more slots to them if you happen to buy an upgrade from those slots. But whatever the case, folks, it's time to take down Attuma and Black Shark, or Tiger Shark. Yeah, that's what I'm about to say, Tiger Shark. I said it multiple times and I call him Black Shark all of a sudden. Maybe because of the fact that he's dressed up like a black shark. And, no, these guys are so totally not making fun of the Black Manta. No! Then again, Black Manta was a douchebag anyway, so, yeah. So now here's how the fight with Attuma and Tiger Shark's gonna work. There are these two control panels. These control panels are to lower the... No, actually to turn on the fan, so that way Attuma and Tiger Shark cannot swim madly and ram into you, because that's what the Atlanteans are going to do to you. So now that the fans are on, you could actually play the ground game with these guys, which is why I brought melee characters in here. Unfortunately, they're fast swimmers, so bear that in mind. Storm would make short work of these guys. Seriously. No matter how high they swim, they will get caught in her tornado and will suffer a lot of damage, which is why I said bring either Storm or Iron Man. Because of the fact of one, Iron Man's electricity, or that electric pulse thing that he does, and two, Storm's thunderbolts or her tornadoes. But if you have a melee character like Deadpool or Iron Man, you definitely make short work of these two. I don't mean Iron Man. Sorry, Iron Man's not melee. He's kind of like energy based. But I meant to say Captain America. That's what I meant to say. And Luke Cage is making things even better because of the fact that his strength is chewing up Attuma. Attuma is pretty much almost dead here at this point. And Tiger Shark will be our only concern. But remember, folks, those vents will not last long. So swim over to the vents and turn them on whenever you get a chance. That way you'll be able to do some serious damage to Attuma and Tiger Shark any chance you get. And hell, if they're on the ground, by all means. Actually, now that I stop to think about it, if you have Captain America in the air, you could actually do chip damage to Attuma and Tiger Shark that way. Because Captain America's shield actually will pass through them and do like 3 or 4 passes to them. Which is why Tiger Shark is at half and Attuma is almost dead. So we're gonna have to turn on the fan once again. No, Captain America's not dead. We're just, hold on, give me a second. Let me turn on this damn fan. Move out the way. Let me turn on the fan. I think I'm controlling Deadpool. Yeah, I am. And I'm trying to get rid of Attuma so that way we won't have to worry about Attuma, but we can worry about Tiger Shark. Because once one of them's down, the other one's easy pickings. And it'll be a 4-on-1 battle. Now, some may say this is the hardest battle in the game. No, that honor goes to Mysterio. And also, to a certain extent, the Mandarin. Because the Mandarin is goddamn annoying. But, Tiger Shark and Attuma, not so much hard as they are, well, tedious to a way. Their tediousness only, is coupled with the fact that they are fast swimmers and they can, triple team. Well, actually, they don't double team you or triple team because you got 4 people. They just love to rush into you and keep you from turning off the fans, so that way, or turning on the fans, so that way you'll be able to get the ground game on them. Otherwise, this is somewhat of a straightforward fight. It's tedious, don't get me wrong, but once you take care of Attuma, you no longer will have to worry about him and worry about Tiger Shark, because Tiger Shark actually is the real threat. Oh, and now we got an equip. Fantastic. Tiger Shark is definitely going down. There's no more reason to have to worry about him. Oh, wait. The earthquake's not working on him. I forgot. He has to be on the ground. And once the jet streams are on, and he's stranded on the ground, you can use Luke Cage's earthquake to actually do some damage to him. But Captain America's the one's doing the damage to Tiger Shark. And also Deadpool. Oh, God.
Alright.
And another thing about Tiger Shark, he'll start dashing into you and now do like 2 or 3 hits. And by the way, Iron Man's Pulse Blast is actually doing some damage too. Whatever the case, we've gotten to the point where we've got Tiger Shark on the ground. If we can actually do one pass here before the water vents are turned off, we'll actually finish him off. Oh no, the water vents are turned off. We're gonna have to turn them back on. Just one more pass of doing this, we'll probably beat them. Or we can just use Deadpool to shoot him out of the sky. As a matter of fact, that's exactly what's happening. Hold on. One more time with the vents, and we've got this. And you, sir, are grounded. Oh, ouch. Stop it. Bad Tiger Shark. Get wrecked. And with that said, Tiger Shark and Attuma has been finished.
I will tell you nothing.
Oh. Sorry about that.
Okay. I'll talk.
They now are
Tiger
pretty
Shark.
much stepping off the throne and throwing
I'm
the
not
Masters
about
of
to
Evil
face the
under the
Atlanteans
bus.
After what we did.
It's kind of
It was
obvious
the
that they're
Masters
behind
of
this.
Evil.
I mean, they are the
Attuma
Masters of
in
Evil.
return for letting them
But
take
promising
whatever they
to
wanted from
idiots
the
like Tiger
catacomb.
Shark and Attuma ultimate power?
Probably.
Yeah,
There's a lot there to
that's
search through.
kind of a bad thing. Considering that those two, honestly... Ooh, yeah, we actually can power up our team now. But as I was saying, considering that those two always fail at taking the throne. And by the way, speaking of the Masters of Evil, they're somewhere in this building. Don't worry, we'll see them. We're just gonna pick up this trinket and we're gonna head away we're not going there yet, because that is the boss battle for this stage, and it's a long one, and it'll probably take about maybe 5 or 10 minutes to deal with. So on that note, I will end it here, and I will see you guys next time on Marvel Ultimate Alliance when we finish off Atlantis. Oh god. We almost forgot that Namor also has a backup plan in the basement just in case the surface world pisses him off. We're about to see that backup plan in part 13. See you guys next time.